There. There. Right, you have to go into a setting inside the broadcast. That must be it. Broadcast and only mic audio. Everything else is enabled. If this isn't right, I really don't know what to do. Someone who's watching this, try and give us a shout up now. This has got to be right, surely.
Yeah, we're in. There we go.
Someone who's watching this, try and give us a shout up now. Yeah, finally. Right. Phew. One race down. Good evening, everyone. Sorry about that. We've been talking for ages. I've put a lot of effort in to try and say as much as I could in a short space of time between the races to say where we were in the Cone Cup. But yes, it's Cone Racing League's Cone Cup. And you've just already seen a race go down in which Evans did take the win. P's commenting it. Canada's a dead track anyway. He obviously didn't like it. So I'll introduce him once again. This is Lesty. He's also been talking. No one's been able to hear him, so I apologise, but welcome along for a second time.
Hello. Yeah, we enjoyed that one of what we saw, but
yeah, sometimes it can be a bit stressful, especially when it's the first time streaming for the league on the PS5. So there's a few things we did set up beforehand and thought it was all sorted, try to cover every boundary, and of course, unfortunately, we hadn't. But a little bit about the team so you have a clue of what's going on at the moment. Are we still on spectating, by the way? Let's just have a quick look, make sure. Yeah. Yes, so what I'd said was from the first round, I'll speed it up a little bit more. Prepare to get Piston and Brand Snatch are the two that we both represented, myself and Leslie. We were both unfortunately knocked out in the first group. We were in Group 1. The other teams knocked out were Granny Bashers and the Mighty Merchants, and the men in blue were knocked out as well in Group 3. Everyone else went through, so in Lobby 1 tonight, we have the Bottle Job 69s, Team Cone Thunder, Past the Duchy on the left-hand side, 2 Girls, 1 Cone Cup, and Already Champs. Out of them, we have the Bottle Job 69s, Taze Leroy, Underboss, Zenon, Natomo, Tip Top. Team Cone Thunder was Evans. His team did get knocked out in the first, but Ken unfortunately couldn't make it for the races, so Evans takes over in Team Cone Thunder. Leo, Trunders, and Ghost Angel 1 make up their team. Past the Duchy on the left-hand side is Seed, Carl, Vanderberg, McConey, and Murphy. 2 Girls, 1 Cup. 2 Girls, 1 Cone Cup, my apologies. Farrell, Fury, Jerome, 4-Star, and Maverick. And Already Champs is Indian Jesus, Liam Cross, or Cross Liam, Kiziek, and Jacko. Just about got it in time for USA to come up. Wow. So it's a quick race. Obviously, we had one qualifying, one-shot qualifying, and then we've had Canada, and now there's going to be another one-shot qualifying in the USA before we have another 5 laps around there. From the first race, who do you think's the one to keep an eye out for?
Ariel Evans, I think he just pole and then set the pole to the win. So and that was, I think, a nice and easy race for him. So if he can do the same here again, that's brilliant for his team.
I think he showed that he had quite a bit of grip off the line in the first place. I think it was all about turn 1. I think he won it then. Managed to get the car in front. He got a good launch. Got the car ahead come turn 1. And then he pushed on from there. Did really well. But yeah, held it together for the win. I think Jeroen was in second as well. So, who was Evans with? That was Team Con Thunder, but obviously, as we saw, others in the team, Ghost Angel 1, got into a bit of bother earlier on in the race. So, what's going to happen this time? We'll go a bit higher up the track. Sorry about this. We'll go on board with. Oh, what is going on? Trying to stay with one person. Let's try and get Evans the winner of last race. There we go. We're now on board with him. We'll have a little look at him going through the S's in the USA. Turns 3, 4, 5 or 4, 5, 6. Sometimes get these confused. But there's a lot of jockeying for position on the left-hand side of your screen is the real-time leaderboard, shall we say. It's a one-shot qualifying. So, again, if the people that have just joined, it's only one car on track, your car on track, and all the times on the left-hand side are sort of live with other people racing at the same time.
Oh, we've got 2 people out already. Engine Jesus, Underboss. They will be starting from the back. It's looking good at the moment with Leo and Evans up front.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Bottle Job 69's Underboss. So that would be Taze Leroy. He's currently in third. That would be his team member, Zenon. He's currently a bit further down, so yeah, Underboss and Zenon are at the bottom of the pack at the moment. That won't be too great for the Bottle Job 69s. A big performance from Taze Leroy, who is Leroy, should I say. He's currently in P2. Is he going to be able to keep hold of it? Previous race winner, Evans, comes around and he's going to have to settle for P3 because Taze Leroy did step up and get a 0.465 at the end to just snatch it away. It must have just been a better last corner, a better exit to that last corner. Fine margins, but those fine margins of, there were 0.10 of a second, good enough to win the race, and that's the difference. And he needed a massive performance as well. Looking at some of the positions elsewhere on the team, we'll just have a look down now. Leo in second, Evans in third, Euron, Liam, Carl, obviously the T1 drivers being where you would expect them to be. It's goodbye McCorney and Murphy, Jacko, all the Brits from 10 to 14, battling it out with a few tenths. And then a treat of variation in nationalities from there all the way to the top, which is what you definitely want to see in Corn Racing League.
Yeah,
USA.
Nice mix of nationalities there.
Absolutely, mate. USA, how do you feel about this track? And what I would say is, how do you feel now that you can see that it's raining around the USA?
I was going to say, I don't feel bad about America, but when it's wet around here, it's not a nice track. So I know a lot of them are now going to be having that same reaction, that same disappointment in the weather, but they're just going to have to do what they can do, really. And turn one will be crucial. No mistakes and keep that wing intact.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a sickening feeling when you see the rain, definitely. I wonder if they've set it up like that, though, before they went for the one-shot qualifying and gone for a bit of a wet setup. We shall see. Taze Leroy. Will he manage to keep hold of it? He hasn't. Evans has got down this inside. There's a bit of connection between the two. She's meant Evans has actually gone a bit deeper in the length. Was with 3 wide going into the third corner. Lads, how are we going to keep it together? Whoa, there is. Someone has just gone flying off. It's Leo, and he's hit the side, and that is him out of the race. 4 Stars also gone as we watch them come around. And there's drama further back on the track. There's cars splayed about all over the place.
Oh, dear.
What has gone on? What has gone on? We'll go further back and just see what we can try and fathom out. Ghost Angel 1 again getting in bother. Murphy also looks like he was probably in bother. There's 2 cars behind in Maverick Indian Jesus gone. Leo gone. 4 Star gone. Maverick was involved, and he's now coming up from the back, and he doesn't look like he can turn the car very well, so he might also be out. Liam Cross gets by Seeb in the middle of the pack. There's also Zenon making a move on Jacko and gets it done just as they head down the straight, the DRS section, although they certainly won't be getting that. Not with this rain. I'll get the rest of the hood up. Underboss jumps 10 places from the back of the pack to 9th. Worth a mention. 1 stop for Liam Cross, still in 11th position. Oh, sorry, no, it isn't a stop. It's a penalty. My apologies. What's the penalty for? It's a drive-through for Liam. That's unlucky for him.
Oh, dear. It's got to be a false start, that.
That doesn't spell well. Farrell has a little look at Kissiak. Kissiak's having a good run. Not doing too bad at all for the already champs. You can see Liam has now come into the pits to have his drive-through. Yeah. Unlucky Liam, that's a big hit. We'll get outside the car.
A few pits here, I think, after that turn 1 and turn 2.
And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th that all went into the pits. Ghost Angel 1's gone into the pits for a second time, I believe. Unless he's just crawled round for the... Oh, no, of course, we're only in the second lap. My apologies.
Second lap, first time.
Yeah, dear me. It feels like you're taking a while to get around there, but obviously there's a lot of chaos in the process. Yeah, it's only the second lap. Wow. It feels so much longer.
Underboss having a look at Jacko. Nearly made it start, but just can't find the grip on the outside. Have a look down this long back straight, though. I'm sure he will. He's right on that exhaust of Jacko.
Well, he's going to have a look at him.
Here he goes. Jacko concedes, I think. Yeah.
That's a good take by Underboss. Yeah, he did concede. He probably just wanted to just tuck back in behind, but Underboss, he was probably looking for a little bit of a mistake, and there just wasn't one there. Great take. Farrell still can't get anything done on the back of Kiziak. Not at the moment. But that's Farrell and Jeroen in second and fourth, both in the same team, 2 Girls, 1 Cone Cup. So 4-Star and Maverick are the other 2 in that team. But Kiziak's got a time penalty there in third, and that is going to be crippling. Because that means Farrell is definitely past. McConey could get past. Trunders, even Zenon, off that time penalty, off the 2-second time penalty. So it's now all to play for. Can McConey stay tucked up? He could get a big result. He probably needs a big result, to be honest, for the others that are in his team. Murphy's having a decent race in 10th, but Carl is further down than he would want to be. And Sieb is further down still in 14th underneath Carl. So past the Dutchie, not having the best race at the moment, it seems. There are others that are certainly pushing on that little bit more.
Yeah, some big names towards the back of the field, isn't there? You got Seed back there, you got Evans, you got Carlberg.
Yeah, these are not people that you would have expected to see there. Liam Cross as well. Is it Liam? Cross Liam? Is he in Tier 2? Cross? Liam Cross? I'm not too sure what tier he's in now.
Oh, could be. I'm not sure.
Or is it D2 or 1? I'm not sure. I think he's higher than me, though.
I've been here long enough to know.
Right, yeah. I lose track sometimes. There is quite a few changes sort of during or after seasons, or people change their names as well, which sometimes throws me. As people may have known me once upon a time as Pheasant Plucker.
Oh, I know.
I'm just on board with Trunders at the moment. It looks like they're all taking it quite careful, to be honest. Doesn't look like anyone's trying to take a gamble. Maybe they're high enough in the rankings to have done their bit for their team, if that makes sense. They know where they should be placing. What I said to the team when we were talking is that, realistically, if you could split up between the track and 4 positions, then you look for 4 drivers, you're looking at your Tier 1, 1 to 5, your Tier 2, 5 to 10, your Tier 3, 10 to 15, and your Tier 4, 15 to 20th on the track. And you just want to be at the top of all your brackets, let's say. Anything more is a bonus, anything less is unfortunately a disappointment. But if there's someone else on your team that does step up higher than their bracket, then, you know, they can make up for errors. But it just shows you that everybody in the team makes a difference. Ghost Angel 1, hence sticking on track despite being quite a distance behind after that second pit, which I believe he now has had.
I believe he has. And it's important for these guys. Ghost Angel 1, Evans at the back. They've already lost Leo. And Trunders is playing a big part.
I am on board with McConey currently. He was just pulling up behind Farrell. Did he go a bit deep into that corner, McConey? I don't know if he did or not. Yeah, he's had to open it up a little bit in order to catch him. Trunders behind, so there's not a great deal between. If you could have I was going to say a little eye on Underboss, who looks like he's lost a lot of time on Zenon going into that corner. I've just looked a second ago and it was a matter of a few tenths. So I think he must have got a better launch or maybe tucked in behind another car. But just on board with McConey, who has got Farrell and Kiziak in close proximity, and then there's a little bit of a gap from him to Jeroen and Taze Leroy that have obviously pulled away from the crowd. Taze Leroy is 4 seconds ahead of anybody on track, so he's having a bit of a stormer at the front, to be honest, as he comes round and starting his 5th of 5 laps. And Jeroen 4 seconds, you can just see there, also coming towards the final corner now, which is 4.6 seconds behind Taze Leroy. And then Kiziak now, and he looks like he's having a bit of bother there, doesn't he? And
bit wide there on exit.
He did.
Compromised him a bit. The gap's coming down. The gap is coming down. Farrell is looking very interested in that P3. He's going to get it by penalties if he sticks it out on track for this last lap, but looks like he wants it on track anyway.
Absolutely. The question is, who is also going to benefit from these time delays? As Taze, the leader of the race, gets a time delay. That's 2-second penalty. That won't make a difference, maybe, because that time delay might have it's actually won him a few seconds. So maybe that was a bit of a naughty tactical time delay. I'm not too sure, but 2 seconds won't make a difference to him at the top of the field. Definitely not. Yep, certainly won't. He has gained 0.2, but that was minimal for the 2 seconds he was going to lost because of it.
It's now McConey in this group that's looking more the likely to overtake, but now Farrell's actually bringing the gap down, but not close enough.
Yeah, Kiziek had a little bit of a weave, didn't he, on the straight there to try and get Farrell to follow him. Not always wise in the rain. Sometimes if you wobble around too much, you can cause yourself to just lose a bit of time, which sort of defeats the point a bit. But he's defending
further down.
He's defending quite well, Kiziek. If anything, he's doing McConey a massive favour, because McConey effectively jumps above him and gets himself into fourth position, which is one hell of a finish for McConey in a Tier 3 driver.
Oh, he's gone for it. Crossley and Murphy having a great battle here for 10th place in this final sector. Crossley's just made a great little dive up the inside of Murphy, and he's taken that P10.
Well, they'd gone past the line. Sorry, I did jump away from the cars passing the line, and Taze Leroy did take it, so well played to Emery Aron, and Farrell got hold of the third position. McConey did go into. So Kiziek dropped all the way to P6 as we see Crossley go over the line. Murphy can't get to him, and then Maverick's got a bit of a drop behind. Oh, the side by side, and there's contact between. Ooh, wow. Desperate to get over the line and get some points. C manages to limp over the line. Carl manages to limp over the line. Tail between his legs, Evan. Definitely after that race, he would have expected so much more. Ghost Angel won with Evans on Team Cone Thunder, 2 places below him, and then Leo went out of the race. So Trunder's the highest position for Team Cone Thunder in 5th, and then that was a bad round for them. Taze Leroy took it. Underboss was in 8th for them. Xenon then went into P7, and Tomo Tip Top. Where was he? He was a no-show, I think, Tomo. Yeah, he was the one that hadn't arrived. I don't think he's here. Yeah, as for the rest, we're just watching Ghost Angel 1 come over the line. Oh, chaos. Chaos after the line. First, you have to finish Michael Schumacher's words. Dotted on the car as we see there. This is a multiplayer, so all of the teams in the Cone Cup have all decided to create their own designs for the cars as the get-ups and the outfits, etc. I suppose that's as usual anyway, isn't it? But yeah, just to add a little something to the competition. And we go back to the lobby for the next race in Imola. In Italy. 1 second. So Taze Leroy gets the extra point as well, bear in mind, for the fastest lap of 1:43. Frighteningly quick compared to the rest of the people on track. That is an amazingly quick lap. Obviously likes the rain, or he certainly had his wet setup on, and that 2 seconds costed him, didn't affect him too much. In the end, still managed to get himself 7 seconds ahead of Euron in second position. For Alfieri in third, McConey, what a drive, in 4. He scores good points for his team. Trunders stepping up for Team Cone Thunder. Kiziek, he is down with the already champs. Jacko, a few places below him. He's in the same team with Cross Liam in 10th as well. So that's a 6th, a 9th, and a 10th. Who have I missed from that? Indian Jesus, where did he end up in the end? I think he was one of the casualties of the race, was he?
He was casualty, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate for already champs. It looks like it's been a really close lobby so far. It's too hard, obviously, with the amount of people in and different teams to calculate it all here and now, but we will get it on stream next time as we head towards the finals.
Yeah, well done, Taze, on that one. That was a strong race from him.
I'm just going to have a little look on the chat and have a see of some of the information that I can share. Yeah, you see, round 3, Group 1 was Team 3 Good Drivers and Mark with 472. They won Group 1. Ourselves, Brand Snatch was... I'm glad to tell you that you were bottom. We were second bottom. Bottle Job 69s were in the middle. Already Champs were second. And Team 3 Good Drivers and Mark were first. I think they are in the other lobby tonight. 2 Girls, 1 Cone Cup won the Group 2. The Icemen in behind. Champs are us. And then the 2 Gone Mighty Merchants and Granny Bashes. The Group 3 past the Dutchie 1. Team NPC is in the lobby 2. Team Cone Thunder came third in that one, and they must have qualified as the fastest third place, or the best point for third place. And then Orange Army and Men in Blue got relegated from Group 3. So we just await the next race. Let me just have a little look at what else I can see. There's that many there's that many chats. How you find it hard to keep up?
There is a lot of chats.
What I would say is a bit of a shout out to last year's winners. I don't know if you remember the last year's. There was some cracking names. The Flying Dutchman were in the semis against Being Serious, and Team 14 against the Throttle Bottlers. And then Being Serious and Throttle Bottlers were in the finals, and it was the Throttle Bottlers that went on to win that event. Last year's Cone Cup winners.
Cross Liam has asked, any idea on the points? Not
a clue.
Really. It's
Not
quite
a
hard.
clue.
It's quite hard to keep track.
Yeah, I've written it all down, but it's the screens transferring from one screen to another when it's only like a one shot, or it's
very quick.
Yeah, it's quick. It's hard to get them wrote down and knows who's with who. It's not as if you can
if every
colours
team
to bunch people together and things, can you?
If every team tracked their own points, then we could maybe
Aye.
know you in. But
Yes, or if every team did have all 4 drivers with the exact same colour scheme, it would be easier to bunch it together. Not a dig.
That would help.
You know, look.
We're not complaining.
It would help. It would. Not going to lie. Right. As we wait, though, I'm just going through the chats now to find more info. I didn't have time, though. I'm just looking up now. So let's choose a driver from the last race who went quite well at the top. We'll get on board with them. Farrell did, didn't he? Let's keep on board with Ariel Farrell. We'll give him a chance at the... Oh, did we go with him last time, actually? I think we did go with Carol last time.
I'm with Jeroen.
I'm going to go Jeroen as well. He is He is currently the quickest on track. I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll get on board with him as well, because it's a thing of beauty to watch him drive.
Okay, then coming down. Back from Minerale.
It says Liam Cross has joined there. Did he not do the one shot there?
Oh.
He might have had a bit of a connection error. We're still on board, coming into the little cheeky chicane, and he's took it wonderfully there. You could see that the back end of the car just got out a little bit, turned his nose in quite sharp. Downhill right-hander, flat out, and then a big on the brakes. You can take a bit of that corner going into the last couple of corners. Wide, take a bit more of the corner. You have to be a bit careful on that one. But not if you're on, you can just go flat out, as he's just done. And...
P2.
Did he stay there? He didn't. P2. Well done, Leo. Well done, you. Team Cone Thunder. I think they, I think they know that they need a biggie here to try and stay in the mix. So, fair play. He stepped up when he needed to. Leo, well done. Evans. Right. Evans as well. So Leo and Evans up there in 1 and 3 for Cone Thunder. Oh no, TV turned off for Liam Cross, and if it's one of them tellies where it turns your PlayStation off as well. Yeah, he's had a stinker. Unlucky him. Right, Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. So the one-shot quali, Leo takes it. Let's have a little look further down. As Carl Vanderberg and McConey, and McConey going well again. Where's Murphy? Murphy a bit further down on this one. Taze Leroy. Sorry, they were disqualified. That's why. There was 1 DNF and 3 disqualified, which I imagine is for corner cutting. What do you think? How do you find Imola? How do you find Imola as a track, Lesty?
I enjoy Imola. It's one track that I've actually won a race on in league racing. So for me, a nice track. Challenging, but a very fun track.
It's a fast track. I quite like it. I think it's flowy. I don't mind it at all. I like it. But yeah, a couple of tough corners. Very tough. A couple of awful corners, actually. But we'll see how they fare, because here we are straight into the race. Another 5-lapper. And they're away. Leo at the front of the pack. The 2 Team Cone Thunders trying to track each other through towards that first corner. And they've managed to go side by side, and someone has gone straight over the corner. There's a spinner, and that looks like McConey has been involved. And whoa, there looks like to be. I don't even know who it is. It is Trunders, Evans. There's people going off all over the place. Sieb's just gone off track. He's just nearly cut into Kiziak. Evans goes down the outside. Trunders on board. He's also going to go down the inside of whoever that was. Then I think he's out, and someone's fallen back very, very quickly there. Sieb went off track there. So still on board with Trunders, watching Kiziak and Evans in front of me. Kiziak backs out, probably the right thing to do, but what an absolute mental start to the races. Jacko and Underboss look like they've just got into a bit of a tussle as well. Underboss manages to get in front. So Jacko sits in behind. Taze Leroy, Cal van der Berg, tip to tip, and that looks like someone else has gone. Trunders is off the track and has gone into the side as we see Taze Leroy make a go on Jacko down to the chicane. Looks like someone's had to cut the chicane and got it seriously wrong. That's Liam Cross, and he'll probably get yes, he has got a penalty for corner cutting as a result of that, because he's managed to keep his 8th position at the time. Lesty, what are you seeing? There's stuff happening all over the place.
The shoulders are out. Everyone is pushing their way through. Taze Leroy's made a great start, up to 10th already from the back. Brilliant job. Cross, Liam and Zenon now having a go at each other. It's kicking off everywhere. Did
you see what happened to Sieb by any chance? He's now in the pits, so obviously he got bother.
Damage. I think he got damaged, so he got out of the way. It let everyone through.
Right.
That's his race. Pretty much run, I think.
Right. Okay. Oh, Evans is going to make a move on Fury. I think he might get this done as well. He's definitely had a better corner in. Yeah, he's given him loads of respect, but I think he gets that done. Yeah, he does get it done, and he sits in 4th position. And Evans, is he going to get done again on the inside? I don't think he's going to be so silly as to put his car there, though, just in front of the sharp left-hander, almost flat out, and there's just nowhere that you come off better if you try and put your nose on the inside of that turn. Lesty, yeah, what's going on?
Jacko and Carlberg. Oh, Carlberg just managed to squeeze his car in there. Jacko being very, very nice, giving him the space, and that's P11 for Carlberg.
Right, Carlberg, as we're on board with right now, we look along the road ahead and see Leroy, Zenon, Underboss and Liam all just within a car's length of each other as Leroy makes a move inside Zenon and gets the move done. Jeroen putting his car the fastest on the track with a 1:15.8. We'll slide back up towards Liam and have a little look. Underboss in his rear. And it's going to be the DRS that will be enabled this lap, 3 of 5. Of course, we didn't have it last track because of the rain. And Kissiek up there again. Jeroen, he's staying within shot of Leo. Leo needs to keep on the ball here to keep himself in the lead. I think Jeroen's going to sniff around the back of this car for a while longer, so he's got a bit of pressure ahead of him now, Leo. But he's shown through his qualifying that he's certainly got the pace to be up there. Evans only dropping 1 position from his 3rd place start. Indian Jesus is into a bit of bother there and went really deep on the corner. He's going to allow Evans to have a chance, is he? No, yeah, Evans is actually going to move in ahead of Indian Jesus, and he pulls away. Yeah, there was a bit of a mistake there, and I think he got it done really easily. What is going on elsewhere on track?
Taze Leroy's still making moves. Tried a move on Underboss. Didn't make it stick in Sector 2, but he's now made it stick. He's up into P8. He's still climbing.
This is Carl Vanderberg has gone. He's had a great run on Zenon there, and I think he's going to get around him. Despite being in a bit of a train, he must have had some exit to that last corner, and he has obviously flawed his ERS, DRS, and he's had a big launch, and he's managed to tuck himself in behind Underboss. Carl, what driving that is, by the way. That's superb. As Sieb gets himself a penalty, probably trying to push too hard to get back involved with the race, but fair enough, it's not going to be too costly in the grand scheme of things. Also, Liam, that we can't forget from earlier on, as we see Kiziak go really deep into the corner and just allow Liam to go past him. Is Taze and... No, they're not. I was just about to say they're in the same team, but they're not in the same team, so he didn't let him past. He just went deep into the corner.
I think that was a mistake. I think Kiziak was allowing Cross Liam to come ahead, and he's just accidentally let Taze Leroy through.
Yeah, it seemed like he just underbraked it. He just went under the underside of him. It almost looked like a really easy take, so I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what
Taze
on earth went wrong.
Thank you very much. I'll have that.
Absolutely. Zenon we're on board with. He's only 2/10 behind Carl, and you can see it's just nose to tail. Or more importantly, do not touch the car ahead, because you don't want damage around here. Any loss of downforce and you're in big bother. As we move on to the final lap of the race, I was just about to say it's 5 of 5, and Jeroen gets the job done into the corner. Oh, there's contact between the two. There's contact. Jeroen has just wobbled around. Could there be more contact? He's on the outside. He's in no man's land. Oh, Leo manages to get back on track from the grass, and that is a good decision to just sit back and inside of Jeroen. There was definitely a little bit of tussling between the two. They certainly weren't gifting each other the positions on the track. I would say it's fair, though. It was fair racing. There was nothing... too aggressive. Well, it was quite aggressive, I would say, by both of them, but nothing overly so. But Jeroen seems to be able to pull his car away now from Leon's second. But Leo and Evans to get 2-3 in this race is massive points for Team Cone Thunder, which is what they needed with Ghost, Angel 1 and Trunders much further down the pack as we speak, 15th and 18th respectively. To keep an eye, Farrell and Taze. Taze, sorry.
Oh.
And Underboss.
Sorry, Underboss and Kiziak just had contact coming out of the chicane, and that's allowed Carl Vanderberg and Zenon through.
And Taze is in above and down, and both gone. Oh, Taze and Liam have gone. There looks like to be contact through the left-hander, and that has taken Taze a long time to actually get. It's the final lap. Oh, wow, that is a big hit for Taze. He's just about to, if anything, fall. Oof, he nearly caused a problem on track with Trunders there, and that would have been a big penalty, but unfortunately we caught it just before the end of the lap. Jeroen managed to keep that distance from Leroy. Him and Evans have had a great race, that's got to be said. Indian Jesus, for the already champs, have done quite well as well. Liam Cross for them is a bit further down, but Kiziak, another good race for him in 7th. He's done really well, and Jacko, where's he? Oh, he's also in 10th in the points as well for the already champs. That was absolutely crazy. What a mental race that is.
That was brilliant. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
There was a good fight for at the front, and then there was good fights from about 5th all the way down to 10th, that long train. That was a brilliant race. Had it all that.
Oh no. Turn left game crashed at Fandango. Can you send it's your own, isn't it? Turn left.
Can you send? I don't know. Yeah, I'll try. Give it a go. You run through the results and I'll get the invite.
So, absolutely. Good shout. Carl Vanderberg was probably the biggest jumper from 17th to 6th. That's one hell of a drive by him, and he'll be over the moon with his efforts. Jeroen wins. Leo in 2nd. Evans in 3rd. Indian Jesus up there as well, as we've already said. Farrell with a good drive for 2 girls as well. So Jeroen and Farrell both up there once again. Forster and Maverick were also in the teams. They came a little bit further down. Forster in 12th. And I can't see Maverick. Whereabouts did he come? Did he finish? Yes, he did. He came in 16th, but unfortunately not with... yes, you do get points because it's 1 point for every position in it. So first place 20, 20th position 1 or 2 in this case because it only goes to 19. Trunders, he was further down there. He's on the Corn Thunder team as well. Murphy, he is representing past the Dutchie. He gets himself into 11th. Who else is on his team? McConey and Carl Vanderberg and Sieb. They are for Pass the Duchy. Right, hang on. Last race of the four, Canada, USA, Imola, and Silverstone. And we're here at Britain for the fourth race, the final race of the semi-finals of the Cone Racing Cup, Lobby Uno.
Is he in? Oh, we can go. Yeah, he's in.
Chris, Liam didn't even know I'd spun you until after finishing. Yeah, I know it was. Yeah, it was what it was. It just looked like close racing between the pair of them. Were pushing on. It didn't look like there was anything at fault more than just like a locking of wheels. But we don't know yet. Obviously, we'll know more if they decide to put it in. But they'll know between themselves, really. Tears Leroy. Yeah, can't wait to be done with this game. He's obviously got into a bit of bother right at the end. Unfortunate
Not
for
long
him.
to go.
Yeah, Liam obviously got in a bit of in a bit of bother too. There was a few, wasn't there? Again, this is it's what makes the Cone Cup interesting, though. Anything can happen on the day, because if your big drivers don't have big races or they're getting a bother early, then all of a sudden there's just a load of pressure on your pot 2, 3s, and 4s to try and up their game, outdo themselves almost to rekindle some of the points you would have lost out with your pot 1. So. Yeah, it's everyone's got a big part to play. Finally, Britain, Leslie, our home track, closer to you than it is to me, up in here in Costa del Darlo. What do you think of Silverstone as a track? This is one of my favourites to drive on the game.
Yeah, I enjoy Silverstone. I don't know how anyone can't enjoy Silverstone. It's a great track. Have you been?
I've not. I've not. As it happens, I was looking at things the other day, like some rallies and Gran Turismo events and stuff like that. Obviously, it's already been in the country, so I was just looking for an event to go to. And I've still never been to Silverstone either.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go.
It's
Brilliant
Goodwood.
track.
It's Goodwood as well, isn't it? The Festival of Speed in like 8 days, 7 days, 6 days or
It
something.
is.
That's coming up. Where's that? Is that in Kent or somewhere down there? Canterbury or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I've never been myself, but
Somewhere posh, I think.
somewhere posh.
Somewhere posh sounding. Here we go. The quali is on. I'm on board with your own, so I'll stay on board with him. Or we did give him a bit of coverage last time, didn't we? Is it someone else's turn? Let's
You
give.
should go for
Who
Leo?
am I on?
Maybe Leo?
Where's
Or
he?
Murphy?
I don't know. People are just popping about all over the place at the moment. I'm on Farrell currently. By the time, what on earth is going on?
I've gone Leo.
You've got Leo. Stay Leo. Well, he's top of the pops, absolutely. So can I get on Leo? Yes, I can get on board with Leo. So him and Evans again, by the way, leading proceedings. Carl had to do a lot last race, didn't he? He had to come from a distance, and he's gone and invalidated on the one shot again. So he won't be too pleased with that.
Zennon's gone as well. Leo's still leading though here. Oh, Evans has dropped all the way back to the bottom.
Oh, yes, he
had a
has.
mistake somewhere.
Oh, so it's Trunters and Ghost Angel 1. So Trunters has gone, Ghost Angel 1's dropped to the bottom, Evans has gone to the bottom, and their teammate is currently the fastest man on track. And it sets the purple second sector was Leo as well. So not only is he the fastest on track, he is the current fastest in the sector also.
Can he hold it? Last few turns.
Liam Cross, what a drive from Liam. He sticks it second.
Wow.
Your own has to be third with Farrell and Tays behind. Underboss with a great drive in for 6. Kiziak planks it in 7th again. I think is it his third, Kiziak? I'm sure he's gone 7-7-7. I'm sure he has. Or it was maybe the first race, but he's definitely had the last race 100%. He was in P7, but he's done it again. Carrying on, Indian Jesus in 8th. 4-star is, of course, Farrell, Euron and Maverick's teammate. He is got into P9. Ajako just below him, representing already champs. That's also Kizia, Liam Cross and Indian Jesus are on already champs. As a reminder, past the Dutchies, Sieb, Carl van der Berg, McCorney, who has gone really well so far. Doesn't look like he went as well this time, unfortunately. And Murphy, so I think, are they a bit further down? McCorney 15th, Murphy. Yeah, Murphy's in 11th. So 2 disqualified, Sieb, McCorney and Trunder, Zenon and Carl, unfortunately not getting it done. The fastest on track, Leo, managed to get 4/10 faster than anyone else on track. That is fast. That is fast. The one to watch has got to be Leo based on that performance. Very strong team, isn't it? That?
It is a strong team. They've not
Very
actually
strong.
had the best of fortunes, though. America was not a great race for them, and 3 of them are starting in the back places of the grid. So,
yeah, I
this
mean, we
is going to be crucial.
we said last race that they were trying to obviously make up for it, but they've gone and unfortunately got themselves into bother. Anyway, we go away again. Can we get a cleaner start than we did last time? It's going to be Leo going into turn 1 at Silverstone, and I can't see there's one gone deeper, a little bit deeper. We'll go on board with Tiz. Leroy in 4th, 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th, 5th. As you can see, all the
There we
over
go.
Leslie,
Sieb
what's
and
happened?
Sieb and Trunders, both
There's a car sideways.
last race. Oh, there's another one.
Murphy has gone to the back of the grid and he is just coming off the grass. Unlucky for Murphy. That's Sieb getting in bother again. Indian Jesus makes a move on to Kiziak and demotes Kiziak into 8th from 7th position. Let me just get everything up and running on the right hand side of the screen. We see the position changes as Evans takes a dive to get into 5 places higher into P9, and knows he needs a big race as well. What's happening in front? Underboss. It said, go on. 4 stars in bother.
4 star the inside of Evans is a Max and Lewis situation. He's come out the worst.
Oh, and there's Murphy at the back as well. So they've getting a bit of bother. Sieb's got into a bit of bother. That is not good news. I mean, Jeroen and Farrell are currently up there still in 2nd and 5th. So that's better news for 4 star. And Maverick, where's he currently? I've lost him. P13 as Sieb and Trunders swap positions at the back. I'm just on board with Tays currently in P3. Starting to open up these little gaps in between the cars now. Nobody with an immediate opportunity to get by.
Carl van der Berg.
Or is there?
Move on Maverick into turn 1. He's done it up the inside. Lovely move.
McCorney with a big launch in towards Arjako. There's now 3 wide on track. McCorney still holding the outside line. It is Zenon just in behind us looking, and Zenon looks like he's been in contact with McCorney on the back side of his tyre, and he's spun round. And Zenon is now dropping right back out of the field towards some of the others that were in bother a little bit earlier. And McCorney has been in a little bit of a battle where Arjako has managed to actually take the position back. Kiziak drops 2 positions to 9 from 7. Taze Leroy puts himself on the podium from 5th. Taze Leroy will go and have a little look on board with him in 3rd. Is he going to get a good shot at Jeroen on the straight? Just coming into Maggots and Beckett's now. And the hanger straight. Is it? In fact, actually, it's not. It's the other one.
Carl van der Berg is flying. He just made a move on Jacko going into Maggots. And now making a move on McConey as well. 2 places in a matter of turns.
He's not messing about. It's going to be tough, certainly in the back. As Leo goes fastest lap with a 1:28.4 at the front of the pack. That is something that is always a benefit. It's only 1 extra point, but it could be the difference at the end of the day between being in the final or not. So each driver, certainly when they've been miles out the back as well, sometimes dive in the pits and try and get that fastest lap a little bit later on.
Our DRS is open on the 3rd lap, obviously. So now we're going to get a bit of a DRS train, I think, from Evans up to 1st as Carl van der Berg makes another move up to P9. It takes the position from Kuzic.
Thanks for that, Leslie. We are on with Underboss. That is just having a little look. He's all over the back of Farrell at the moment, just swinging from side to side, having a little look of whether or not he fancied a go He didn't, by the look of it, in the end, which is probably not a bad idea. Still on board with Underboss. Can't really get anything done at the moment.
Or the lead.
Carl, with another shoot from last place, manages to get himself into 9th now. So he's had to jump right the way up all of the pack again as Kiziak drops one more down again. McConey manages to get the job done. Maverick, Jacko, these are having a great little battle. Maverick absolutely ping past Jacko there. Jacko in behind. Still side by side, in fact. Oh, Seeb just slipped down the inside. Ooh, oh, wow, wow, wow. Bloody hell. Jacko went off really deep on the final corner. He cut back onto the track. They were both completely flat out. He didn't have much space at all to gain re-entry onto the track, but he took the gamble by swinging himself back in side and just avoided Seeb and him flying off into the sunset. Just on with Evans as well now, up 6 positions from his starting position in 14th to put himself into P8. His teammate Leo currently leading the event as he goes past. While we're watching him, Indian Jesus gets himself into P7. Leslie, much going on?
I've been watching the top 4. Leo managed at the end of last lap on that hanger straight, managed to keep P1 just, but he's going to have to do it again. He's got Jeroen, Leroy, Liam all lined up. And it's, Ghost Angel 1 disqualified. But here goes Jeroen. And Taze is going to be the double overtake. And they've made it happen.
Yeah, they've done it. Jeroen and Taze Leroy have got it done. So 2 girls, 1 cup of Jeroen. 2 girls, 1 corn cup Jeroen. And Bottle Job 69's is Taze Leroy represented. Who's that just pulled over to the side of the track? On screen, Ghost Angel 1. It was out of the track. And was that someone pulling over? Or was that Ghost Angel 1? Or was he already out? What did I just miss there?
I think that was his AR. He was disqualified.
Did someone... Right, okay. I didn't know what had happened there. I looked down for a second, looked back up, and I could just see a car pulling off to the side of the track.
Oh, Evans on Fury, going up the inside, side by side, the 2 REL drivers, my bad. And he's made that move stick around the outside. Wonderful move.
He has, yeah. There was a little bit of wheel banging as well there for a second, wasn't there? I was thinking they were going to start getting a little bit argy-bargy, but both players showing respect. They can be muscle. There can be a little bit of bumping within reason, of course. Oh, that's a good camera angle as we see everyone flying through Maggots and Beckets and up the hanger straight towards Stowe. I think it is at the end of there, the right-hander, turn whatever it is, 14. Is it something? But yeah, at the end of the straight, we're just on board with Evans. Not much happening in terms of positional changes over the last lap. Lap 5, just coming around. Jeroen manages to keep hold. Taze Leroy has just dropped several positions to 6th as he passed the line. Jeroen does take the win. Leo in 2nd, Liam Cross in 3rd. The 2 Ariels of Evans and Farrell populate 4 and 5. Taze Leroy, Underboss, manages to get in 7th. Let's have a look. Indian Jesus in 8. Carl Vanderberg. McConey manages to jump 5 places from his initial qualifying. He manages to get himself in P10. Murphy, unfortunately, he's dropped quite a few positions down. He's dropped into 17th, 4-star also. Half the grid he's dropped down to P18, so obviously got into a bit of bother and had to drop quite considerably further back than some of the others. We're just waiting for 4-star to just make his way around now to finish us off. 1 stop for 4-star. None for anybody else. And there we have it. Job's a good one. That was Silverstone, and the 4th race and the final race of the evening. The more calculations will be done and put into the group and obviously released on our media channels via Twitter, etc., of how the Corn Cup is progressing and what these points mean in terms of our finals that will be coming up rather soon. In excitement times for the new game coming out, the 22 game. When's the release date? You have any idea? Leslie?
I think it's about 10 days time, something like that.
Is it? Is it that
Started.
close?
I think it started. I'm probably just getting it. It's soon. It's soon.
Yeah, fair play. I'll have a little look at that. Evans did get fastest lap with a 1:27.6, but Jeroen takes the win. Jeroen representing two girls. Leo in second position for Team Corn Thunder. Liam Cross for Already Champs. Ariel Evans, the other one from Team Corn Thunder up there. Farrell is also two girls for joining Jeroen. So them two are looking very, very strong. Two girls. And Team Corn Thunder seem to be mentioned several times throughout that set of races, with Leo and Evans doing they were at the front where they should be, I suppose. Where else have we got? We then got Indian Jesus, I think, is the next one. He is also in Already Champs with Liam Cross. Kisiak also, he's in there. He finished 11th. And Arjako also in there. He was on 14th for the last race. Unfortunately, dropped a bit because of a time penalty, I believe he got. Is that right? Yeah, 2 secs he did. Let's have a look. Who else have I not said? Siebes, that was McCorney, Murphy and Vanderberg. McCorney managing that 10 in the end from grid 15, so he managed to climb 5 places up in the end. And then Taze Leroy, underboss is then on, and Tomo Tip Top. Taze, of course, getting into a bit of a problem on that last. It was last corner, wasn't it? It must have been literally the last corner for him to still cross the line. So yeah, unfortunate for him. But that is it. So I believe for this round. Unfortunately, don't have any information for the viewers on terms of who's going to be in the final just yet, because there's quite a lot of races and it's a quick transition between screens on the game. It's very, very difficult to get it all jotted down and calculated immediately. So we'll go and have a little look back at the footage and the fixtures, etc., and make sure that everything is right for the final, where there's going to be the quickest two from both groups and the fastest third. Is that right?
Yes.
I believe. So that would make sense to have 5 teams again in the final, just like we've had 5 teams in lobby today. So we'll end the stream there, I suppose. Thank you very much for joining me, Leslie. I do appreciate that, mate. I hope we can have another go next time round.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. You won't hear from me in the final, guys, but I hope it's a good one, and I'll definitely have a watch. And if you're commentating, Dan, I'll definitely be there.
Yeah, cheers, mate. I appreciate that. I'll right. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks a lot. You've done splendid, absolutely spot on. Good Corn Cup race we've just witnessed there, covering Canada, USA, Italy in Imola. After obviously Monza first round and Silverstone to finish off. So thank you everyone for tuning in who have or are going to. Thanks very much, and we'll see you again for the final.